channel. My name is Ethan Hall, your local real estate guide to everything here in Columbus, Georgia. Today's is going to be a video, another neighborhood tour we're going to be doing. We are on Macon Road right now, and in just a second, we're going to be taking a right onto Saddle Ridge Drive, looking at the Farmington neighborhood first. There are four neighborhoods that are kind of intertwined over in this area, and I'll tell you about each one as we go in through. So right here is Farmington, probably the smaller one, I would say, out of all of them, but also the most affected by, if you guys didn't know, living in the area. We have, let me stop right here and fix the camera so you can see the houses and stuff like that since we aren't on the road. But let's see, right there. All right, so in this neighborhood, there is going to be some rezoning over to the right of it, and it's going to be an apartment complex that they're going to be putting in here, which has made a lot of the neighbors really upset inside of this neighborhood, because due to the rezoning and the apartment complex that's going in right there, people that use that apartment complex are going to be required to use or have access to be able to use the roads inside of this neighborhood to get there. So there's going to be a good bit of through traffic through this really peaceful neighborhood, and people are really just not happy about it at all, which I completely understand. And the reason why they have to use this neighborhood is because whenever you have that many people going in and out of an apartment complex or a building, you have to have so many access roads. So they're only having, I think, one access road go to it that they're currently going to build. So they're going to just use this one as the other access road. I'm not too sure if, they could have just built another one or exactly what's going on, but there is a lot of people in this neighborhood that are very, very unhappy about the rezoning. We've actually seen a good people move out of this neighborhood just for that reason. But to say a couple things about this neighborhood, it is one of the more, it's not like, the historic district in Columbus level of neighborhood, but it is an older neighborhood, a very popular neighborhood back in the day for sure, and it's still a very popular neighborhood right now. The homes here and also the people that live here, they all take care of themselves. All the properties look great. There is an HOA here. I do believe. Let me show you this house that's right in front of us right here. So this is a really nice neighborhood. Lots of unique looking houses. I won't say unique, but all houses, they're not cookie cutter. And whenever this neighborhood was built back in the 40s, not the 40s, I think it was the 60s and 70s, this neighborhood was built. But it was very popular. A lot of wealthy people in Columbus actually lived in this neighborhood. It was kind of the go-to spot back in the day. And also, really, the whole part of Midtown Columbus was really popular back in the day. And it's still super popular and a very popular place for people to come and, look at the homes or visit or possibly purchase. I know a lot of people that live in this neighborhood that are in two-story houses, or around this neighborhood that are in two-story houses, are looking for one-stories inside of this neighborhood. I have about 3 or 4 people that are actually looking for one-story homes inside of this Sears Woods neighborhood. So definitely a lot of movement here, despite the fact that there are some rezoning things. And right up, so we just drove through a little bit of Farmington. As I said, it was on the smaller side whenever it comes to the other neighborhoods and this kind of, coalition or whatever you want to call it of neighborhoods. I'll move you back over this way so you can start seeing some more of the houses. But to the left right there was Macon Road. So this is the very beginning of Wintry Lane right here. And Wintry Lane, see all these houses, these are a little bit of a difference in this neighborhood than the last one, just from a first glance that you can see. But all super nice homes. There's lots of one stories, again, lots of one story ranch homes. A couple of split levels. There's a split level right in front of me, and I'll see if I can try to work on my camera work, guys. It's hard. Try to make sure that you guys can see kind of what's going on. But again, this is one of the most popular neighborhoods, I think, or like patch of neighborhoods, I think, in the Midtown portion of the city by far. Homes in these neighborhoods can go from usually starting at the low 200s. Don't really see anything below that unless it's got some issues or it's been sitting for a while. But mostly starting around the twos, and it can go all the way up to 400,000s in some places. I actually did an open house a couple months ago at one of the homes up here for one of the agents at the office. I think it's actually still up for sale. They're having a really hard time selling it. I think I still have the tour video up on the channel. Should be one of the first videos I think I actually put up on here. But it's a nice home. It's like 4,000 square feet. It had five five bedrooms, 5 bedrooms and 4 baths, I believe. But a super nice home. Had a complete basement, like a 2,000, 2,500 square foot basement, workout room. I think right now they actually dropped it down to around $399,000. And I know the last time I heard the seller was willing to replace the carpet inside of the home with hardwood floors. But they can get pretty expensive in the neighborhood, and those ones are kind of harder to sell. But if you looking to move into this kind of neighborhood, and I just pulled into, this is Sears Woods right here. So this is kind of the main thing, what everybody knows for sure inside of the area. And then we're gonna take a right here. And we're actually gonna drive all the way up into the neighborhood. It actually goes pretty far back. Let's see. We're gonna continue straight right here and get kind of easy to get lost in these neighborhoods if you don't live here. It also gets hard whenever you got to make so many different turns, because how I usually navigate these videos is I'll put it in on Google Maps and then add a whole bunch of stops. But it usually only lets me do this time 13 stops. I don't know if that's the max limit on the stops that you're allowed to have. But believe it or not, I needed more than 13 stops. And this is going to be back onto Sears Road. So Sears Road is probably the longest namesake road, you know, of the neighborhood, out of the Windtree Lane, Farmington, Shenandoah, and Sears Woods, or Sears Road. But I also asked a whole bunch of people in this neighborhood how they felt about living here. I couldn't go door knocking in any of these neighborhoods because, you know, no soliciting. So I sent out some text messages and called some people, and that's how I ended up getting some of the information. I got a good bit of people to reply, not as many as I would get, you know, when I'm going and knocking on somebody's door. But one of the positives people have said about living in this neighborhood, it is extremely quiet. Everybody is relatively nice. Everybody usually keeps up with their yards. One of the complaints is, you know, people keeping their cars off of the road, off the side of the road. Some people have some messy yards, but those are like, you know, street by street basis kinds of things, and not, you know, opinions about the entire neighborhood as a whole. So you are going to have some outliers here and there whenever it comes to stuff like that. As you can see, there's farther back you go, it's kind of almost the nicer the homes get, or the bigger the homes get, I'll say. And you have a little bit more property, a little bit more land to work with. So definitely a variety inside of this neighborhood for sure. But for the most part, everybody has nothing but positive things to say about it. Majority of the people that I ended up talking to have actually lived here for majority of their lives, or have kind of, you know, flip-flopped between all these neighborhoods and the surrounding areas right here. And I know all the neighbors generally talk to each other. I have a limited scope on exactly how that works, or how that, you know, what the volume of that is exactly. But from the people that I've talked to, there seems to be a relatively active and social community inside of the neighborhood. So that's a good thing if you're into that kind of stuff. I know some people kind of just want people to leave them alone, you know, and I'm sure if you're nice, they'll leave you alone. You know, I don't think anybody wants to be that overbearing person. So if that's what you're into. And then this actually ends up going into a dead end up here, and then we'll take a U-turn. That sun is right in my face. And I think this is probably the steepest hill in the neighborhood back here. So lots of flat land. Don't have to worry about, you know, crazy driveways. Nobody wants a crazy driveway. And then I guess we'll take a look at the other side of this road right here on the way back down. And then I think we'll look a little bit more at Sears Woods. And then we'll hop over to Shenandoah Forest. And that'll be the last little neighborhood that we end up looking at over here. And then we'll take a drive down to where the main shopping spots are, so you can get a feel about how far away that is from where we currently are right now, and what the drive looks like on the way over there. It's currently 9:20 in the morning, so I think most people are already going to be at work, which is one of the reasons why I choose to do these videos in the morning time, so, you know, I'm not stuck in traffic or getting anybody's way, anybody getting stuck behind me, and I can kind of take my time driving a little bit. Definitely a nice little drive. But we're actually, so we're right off of, whenever we exit here, we'll be going off of Reese Road, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be going off Reese Road. We're actually going to be taking a trip back down to Macon Road, and then going down that way. The Columbus State University is actually not too far from here either. So you're kind of right smack dab in the middle of everything. The only thing you really don't have in this area, I will say, is a Walmart. If you enjoy shopping there, I have to drive a little bit farther out for a Walmart. But everything else, as long as you don't mind not having that right next door, pretty much right here within a 5-10 minute drive. You're also pretty close to the highway too, so you can really kind of get anywhere you want. Just for people that don't really like going on the highways. And I guess let's see if this house over here is still for sale. Last time I checked, it was. So we're turn. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, it's also for rent. It's on the other side of the road. So this is a cul-de-sac down here. And for anybody looking to move into the area, I cannot say which home it'll be, but there is a one-story home that's going to be going up in this neighborhood. It's guaranteed to go up. It's just a matter of time. Can't say exactly when it will go up or what house it will be, but if you are interested into moving into this neighborhood, please reach out and I can put you down to call you whenever it ends up going onto the market. It's going to have 2-car attached garage with a basement. It's not finished. It's not a finished basement, but there is I'd say about 600 square feet down there. And just keep up with the neighborhood. So this right here is going into Shenandoah Forest. But again, if you're interested into moving into a one-story in this neighborhood, or any of those features interest you, let me know. Eyes are right here. And we'll continue straight right over here, I think. No, this is a cul-de-sac. I went the wrong way. Supposed to take a left back there. We'll go up here. Take a left. And this is a little cul-de-sac right here a little bit. But as you can see, pretty much everybody, take care, no matter which one of these neighborhoods it is, everything looks taken care of. So definitely a huge plus. And then that is one of the entrances back up there, but we're going to take a left down here to take a look at a little bit more. And then we'll be headed out. Take a left out of here. And then we're about to be coming up onto Reese Road. And we'll take a drive down that way. Show y'all the little bit what the shopping's got going on down here, in case y'all aren't from here. And let me get you back front ways a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. We're taking a left. And we got Reese Road Elementary right here. So if you do have children that go to elementary school, their school would be right here, right next door. That'd be super easy. Also have a couple of other neighborhoods in the area. We got Roxbury, which is similar to the neighborhoods that we just drove through. Also got a church up here as well. Coming up here on the right, should be able to see it. Big red church, all brick. Fairview Baptist Church. And then right here, we're coming up onto Macon Road. So how many minutes has it been since we left that neighborhood? Probably what? Minute and a half. So I think it should take maybe 5 minutes to get down here. So you're pretty close. But this is Macon Road, as I've been saying. It's one of the main roads in Columbus. It's also exit 6 off of Highway 185, most notable for the Midtown name of this part of the city. People associate Macon Road with, Midtown of Columbus. Also, the Aflac Tower is located right off of this exit as well. which is the tallest tower that we have in Columbus, made by John B. Amos, which was the founder of Aflac. And he's actually from Columbus, Georgia. And we also have a cancer center that's named after him as well. John B. Amos Cancer Center. But the story goes about John B. Amos. I've said it in one of my previous videos whenever I'm talking about the city, but go ahead and say it here again. So the saying goes with him that the Overlook District, which was kind of like, the hoity-toity, rich, wealthy portion of Columbus at the time, as I was saying before, they were looking down on him, calling him names, saying, he'll never make it, stuff like that. And he ended up, making this giant tower, Aflac Tower, and he built his home on top of the garage deck, and it literally cast and it overshadowed the Overlook District. So that's how the saying goes. I'm not too sure, if it's true or not, or it doesn't really sound that, I guess, unreasonable at the end of the day, but it's definitely at least kind of funny, especially if it is true. Definitely at least believable, I would say. But that's just a little portion of history, I guess, inside of the city for you, if you're into stuff like that. Keep my camera from bouncing around. But we're almost up here. So if you guys are interested in it. But if you guys are looking to, buy or sell your home, or if you're looking to move into the area and you're looking to relocate, moving out of state, or if you're in the military or anything like that, be more than happy to at least point you in the right direction. If you have, certain things you want to go by, or certain things that you're looking for in neighborhoods and in homes, I've really been trying to crack down on really knowing exactly how the community feels about the neighborhoods that they live in, because you can like a home all day and you can like what it's like on the inside all day, and there's probably a home, to be honest, in every single last neighborhood that's going to be something that you like. So as long as you're willing to wait, wait 6 months to a year, if you have a good real estate agent, they'll be able to find something pretty much anywhere you're looking to live at, as long as it's not, dire need right now kind of thing. So that's why I try to get really honing in onto the neighborhood stuff, especially if you're looking to live somewhere for, a good portion of your life or a long period of time. You definitely don't want to, move into a home you love, but a neighborhood you hate. You kind of want to love both parts of it. So, and the neighborhood is kind of the hardest thing to get to know. So that's why I try to do what I can. If anybody currently lives in any of the neighborhoods in Columbus and would like to share their opinions about what it's like to live there, comment a couple pros that you have, or a couple cons, things that you don't like, things that you do like, stuff that you would change. That's usually what I ask people whenever I'm talking to them on the phone. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm going to be covering pretty much everything inside of the city, all the neighborhoods for the most part, at least all the areas. So, but if there are neighborhoods that have a lot of opinions about it, then, obviously I'm going to drive through there and tell you all about it. So let me know. But this is what that was, about 5 minutes, I think, maybe 6 minutes or so. But we are down at the shopping portion of the city right here. So we have, see if I can just park for a second. So we got a TJ Maxx, got a Goodwill, Got a Burlington coat factory. Got City Gear, got a smoke shop. Also got a Publix over here too. That's going to be your main grocery store. I myself find Publix a really good place to go shopping. I usually get my produce from here. They tend to have the best fruits and vegetables, at least from personal experience inside of the city. Whenever I go other places, I tend to find they're not, not bad, but I think Publix got them beat. There's also a pet supermarket over here. And hibachi buffet on top of the pet supermarket. I don't know how I feel about that. No comment. And this is a Black Friday store, so Black Friday store, definitely go check this out. Probably one of the best stores that we have inside of the city. I got 5 months worth of large dog flea treatment for $7 out of that store. They have like, probably should have stopped and looked at the sign, but I know they have like 50-cent days. I think it's 50-cent days, $2 days, and $7 days. Or they might have changed it to $8 days. But they have a day for Monday through Thursday, I believe, and every day is a different price, and everything in there is that price. It's all just kind of thrown in bins. And how I believe they do it is they just buy like random pallets with opened or damaged, slightly damaged products from Amazon, and then they just throw them all in there, and they end up making their money back from it. Kind of like a little bit, kind of like a lottery, I guess. And then on the other side, we have a Five Below, an Aldi, a Beals, a Dollar Tree. Got Wells Fargo Bank, a Denny's. And I think we're just going. We also got there's a Chuck E. Cheese, a Second and Charles. So that's all just right here, like 6 minutes away. And the highway, we've already passed the highway about half a mile down to the left right here. I'm gonna be taking a right though. But this road is very busy, so definitely be careful with that. And I think that might be about it. We can get a stoplight. I'll change the camera up so we can. Here we go. We'll just stop right here. Perfect. Also got a Synovus. And I'll say right now, Synovus is taking over the world. I need to make a video on how many Synovus we have inside of Columbus. I swear, ever since I did that video where Synovus was building all of that, the really big high rise and the tall buildings and all that up in the uptown portion of the city, ever since I've seen that big Synovus building, I swear I've seen a Synovus off of every exit, every road, everywhere inside of the city. And I know Synovus was founded inside of Columbus. It only makes sense that there's a lot of them here, but there are so many of them. It is insane. Like they are just everywhere. It's got to be like the main bank inside of the city. I mean, I don't have a Synovus bank account, but maybe I should. I'm not too sure. I might need to. Also, back over. Let's see if we can get over real quick. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, but over here on the other side, we have the Columbus Library, which is a pretty cool building. Looks like we'll be able to get over. Cool. All right. Driving like a lunatic a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I use my turn signal. So right here, I think is going to be our last stop, and we'll just go ahead and end it right here. But these buildings over here. So this is where you go get your driver's license. This is where you go get your license plate, all that stuff. This is what this building is over here. So really big historical building, looks super nice. I love these style buildings. And right next to it is going to be the library, which is an absolutely beautiful building. Also gigantic. So we'll see if we can get a good picture of it, and then we'll just go ahead and end the video right there. Well, I did a poop parking job. Let me back up. And oops, forgot I had my mic on there. My seatbelt. So let's just do this. Technical difficulties. So that's going to be it right there. That's going to be the Columbus Library. Huge, huge facility. So definitely go check that out. But this is going to be the end of the video, everybody. I hope you guys liked enjoying it. Subscribe. You already know the deal. Liked it if you liked it. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you watched till the end, again, I am a real estate agent, so hit me up if you need anything. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.